All right, Joe, I'm going to congratulate you on this, this shoe-in, frankly, by my opinion. You were the only option that the Democrats had from what little I pay attention to American politics. I'm more concerned, obviously, with what's happening up here with the censorship bill, the Suicide Prevention Act, and the other legislation that's been implemented by the Liberal Party and the people that fund the Liberal Party and that intercept some transactions for particular people and hold them hostage as political prisoners. Because this is real. This is the post-internet epoch, and this is how scary being super connected is. And even if my view counts on YouTube are artificial, and I don't really care if the history of propaganda and everyday taekwondo is the most downvoted um, channel in YouTube history. I really don't. I don't give a shit about what other people think at a lot of the time. That's the point of being someone who is opinionated and outspoken, and of artistic and intellectual integrity. Got to respect my integrity. Yeah, right. So like, yeah, I'm a little angry because I put all this work in to myself, and I want to reward myself, but I can't because I don't have any seeds for marijuana, and I don't have a fucking brewery in my fucking basement like some rich people do. Okay, so anyways, there's problems within politics and also within Hollywood that some people don't know when to step out of the spotlight and allow new talent or newer, more contemporary attitudes and ideas to the country and the culture at large to become the preeminent idea of that moment. And Joe, you're 80 fucking one. You're 81 years old, dude. How much longer do you want to be doing this? Right? The de facto leader is not always a position that one wants to have. I know that we have to have the democratic process, and there's this whole dramatic thing about trying to keep Trump away from the controls. But the thing is that Trump is very smart. He's as smart as Biden, you know, and I bet the two of them are friends behind the scenes because that's how it is. They're just rivals. They're just people, and you can't sit across the aisle in Canada and hold the other person in contempt. It's just not possible to negotiate with someone from a position of anger. Right? And Joe, you got your fingers in a lot of different pies with this fucking Ukraine bullshit. And frankly, if I'm going to be, more overtly opinionated, as to give to be an advisor for a moment here, buddy, you don't have that much longer to live. Life is both longer and shorter than we think it is. And this is not a threat. I will not threaten any public official, military member, ever. That's it. Or law enforcement or other working professional. I don't do threats. Okay? You guys can charge me with criminal harassment all you fucking want. I'll take it to the fucking Supreme Court. I'm not joking. I get really frustrated because I'm not. I know it's a dichotomy and it's a paradox that I'm not getting the attention that I deserve, and I'm not getting the resources that I need in order to continue on my mission and my self-implemented directive to fill a void within the culture and within the intellectual sphere that is not being touted and is not being allowed to have stage space and stage time because of other political and cultural idealisms, if not religious religious beliefs and motivations. And then there's people that think that they can mold me and guide me and know what's best for me as a person and as a professional. Well, quite frankly, you could suck my fucking dick. Right? Politicians don't retire. They just go back into the shadows. Just like military people. Right? You don't leave the club. Once you're in because you know so much information and everybody knows something about you. So, some people have the grace and the intelligence to step back and, enjoy their lives. I know that's really hard to recoil and retreat from such a high energy and such a high responsibility. Where do you go once you've been at the top of the mountain? The only place to go is down. But once you've been at the top of the mountain, all you want to do is be at the bottom, as I've said before. And that's the mature and responsible thing to do, right? Why not spend your time becoming a mentor? Go teach at a college or a university or something like that. Just fucking give yourself some self-respect. 81 years old, Joe. 81 years old. That's all I got to say right now.